What if I told you that in just 4 minutes, you could change the way you approach every goal? Imagine having a tool so powerful that it can shift your mindset and set you on a path to success, no matter how big or small your objective is. You'd probably think it's too good to be true. After all, we've all heard promises of quick fixes and miracle solutions that never seem to work. But trust me, it's not. This is different. This is about harnessing the power of your own mind and using it to propel you forward. It's about understanding the science of motivation and using it to your advantage. Researchers have spent years studying how our brains work, and they've discovered techniques that can help us break through barriers and achieve our goals. We've all been there, staring at a blank page, a daunting to-do list, or a dream that feels miles away. It can be incredibly overwhelming and disheartening. Procrastination sets in, and we tell ourselves we'll start tomorrow. We find distractions and excuses, convincing ourselves that we'll be more prepared later. But what if tomorrow never comes? Days turn into weeks, and weeks into months, and before we know it, our dreams remain unfulfilled. The truth is, our brains are wired to resist change. We are naturally inclined to stick with what we know, even if it means staying in a rut. We crave comfort and familiarity, even if it means staying stuck. It's a survival mechanism, but it can also be a barrier to growth. But here's the good news. You can outsmart your brain and unlock your true potential. By understanding these mental roadblocks, you can develop strategies to overcome them. And it all starts with a single decision to act. Just 4 minutes of focused effort can set the stage for a lifetime of achievement. So, are you ready to transform your life? One of the biggest obstacles to achieving our goals is feeling overwhelmed. It's a common experience that can paralyze us, making even the simplest tasks seem insurmountable. This feeling of being overwhelmed can stem from various sources, such as having too many responsibilities, facing a tight deadline, or dealing with unexpected challenges. When a task seems too big, our brains shut down. We enter a state of paralysis, unable to take the first step. This is a natural response to stress and uncertainty, but it doesn't have to be our default reaction. That's where the power of small steps comes in. By breaking down a daunting task into smaller, more manageable actions, we can trick our brains into feeling less overwhelmed. Each small step we take builds confidence and momentum. Break down that massive goal into bite-sized actions. For example, if you have a big project at work, start by listing out the individual tasks required to complete it. This makes the project feel less intimidating and more achievable. Instead of saying, "I'm going to write a book," tell yourself, "I'm going to write 1 page today." This approach not only makes the task seem smaller, but also helps you build a habit of consistent progress. See the difference? Suddenly it feels manageable, even exciting. Each small accomplishment gives you a sense of achievement and propels you forward. And here's another secret. Don't wait for motivation to strike. Often we think we need to feel motivated before we can start, but that's not always the case. Motivation is often the result of action, not the other way around. By taking that first step, no matter how small, you create a sense of momentum that fuels further action. So, start small, build momentum, and watch as your motivation soars. Remember, every big achievement begins with a single step. Embrace the journey, and you'll find that breaking down barriers becomes second nature. Now, let's talk about a powerful tool that can help you overcome procrastination and ignite action. The 5-second rule. This simple yet transformative technique can be a game changer in your daily life. Whether you're struggling to start a new project, make a difficult decision, or simply get out of bed in the morning, the 5-second rule can help you push through the hesitation and take immediate action. It's simple, yet incredibly effective. The beauty of this rule lies in its simplicity and the way it can be applied to virtually any situation. When you feel yourself hesitating, count backward from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This countdown acts as a mental trigger, shifting your focus from your doubts and fears to the action you need to take. Counting backward interrupts the cycle of overthinking and forces your brain to focus on the task at hand. It's a way to short-circuit your brain's tendency to procrastinate and overanalyze. It's like a rocket launch for your goals. By the time you hit one, you're already in motion, moving towards what you want to achieve. This momentum can be the difference between staying stuck and making progress. Remember, you are capable of amazing things. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. The 5-second rule is a tool to help you unlock your potential and take control of your actions. You have the power to change your life, one small action at a time. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Embrace the 5-second rule and watch as your life transforms. So here's your call to action. Think about one goal you've been putting off. What's the first small step you can take right now? Write it down, set a timer for 4 minutes, and get started. Don't overthink it, just do it. Share your action plan with someone you trust and hold yourself accountable. Let's create a movement of action takers, dream chasers, and game changers. The world is waiting for you to unleash your full potential. The time is now. Ignite your drive,